She phoned and emailed him. Meg's assistant bills the Duchess as a ghostwriter for Omid Scobie's Endgame. Meghan Markle phoned Omid Scobie after learning he'd been sent threats on social media, the author's new book reveals. But the Sussex's cheerleader-in-chief insists that he's not their friend and never has been, ahead of the release of his explosive new book Endgame. Meghan called Scobie in 2018 on a mobile phone to check on his welfare when she was told by a member of a team he'd been harassed on social media, reports The Telegraph. The royal writer insisted in recent weeks ahead of the November 28th release of Endgame that he's not Meghan's pal. So who believes this? If they aren't friends, why do Meghan and Omid have each other's phone numbers? They were so close that Meghan cared about him and provided him with information to write the books, Finding Freedom and Endgame. A source on Blind Item reveals that Caroline Durand is a ghostwriter for Omid's book Finding Freedom. She brought on as a ghostwriter because she had the professional experience, while Scobie only had the contacts thanks to Meghan Markle. But this time, Meghan's the ghostwriter for Endgame. H.G. Tudor always refers to Caroline Durand as being in self-exile, due to shame for having a name on Finding Freedom. It was Markle and that man who wrote the book and maybe paid Caroline to put her name on it. Durand distanced herself from Finding Freedom the way that Meghan distanced herself from Spare. She couldn't help Meghan and Omid one more time. The source said that Meghan had her assistant email Omid Scobie, but she says she was never interviewed for him, and she thinks she's not lying. Just like Finding Freedom, NDAs are signed and sealed. Scobie and his ridiculous sources could have only come from one side. No one believes anyone close to Catherine or any member of the family would even give him 5 seconds of their time. Scobie has the Queen clown Meghan Markle as a source. It's absolutely transparent, the connection between them, yet both still seek to deny it. Scobie doesn't have any legitimate sources, all of his information comes from her. So far, all the excerpts and Scobie interviews track exactly to Markle narratives. She did a lot more than contribute Endgame as Markle's memoir. Now Omid turns off commenting on X as he's eviscerated by people laughing at him. He blocks the truth so that people believe the lies that he tells. Scobie's trending on Twitter X with 11k plus tweets, and I'm amused to see that they're almost entirely critical. His last 2 tweets have commenting disabled and are really getting quite hysterical. He's a coward, he puts himself out there as a reporter and author, so he should be able to take contrary views maturely. He's in for a whole world of hurt, and the book isn't even published yet. Prince William, after several attempts, finally had scabies removed permanently from joining actual journalists from all royal events. Around 6 months ago, he was patient as they removed him reluctantly.